Yeah. Um, do you think that at that point he should have stepped his security up?
Yeah, I feel that he should have stepped the security up for the simple fact that if you really look at one thing, Yo Gotti contacted Makeda's attorney and really wanted them to basically do a walkthrough and basically like lay everything on the table for what is in store for the Rico. And it's like CMG, they adding people to the list, adding people to the list. But you got to really look at one thing. Young Dolph, he didn't associate with them after he left the CMG camp.
Right.
He was dealing with them for a little while so he can get to a certain level. But then he fell back.
Yep. Do you think that if it didn't happen now, it would have happened? It was just bound to happen a matter of time.
Yeah, I think that it was bound to happen. Like sooner or later, it was cause it was a few attempts on him. You feel me? It was one attempt when he was in Cali. He got hit up in the arm. You
Yeah.
feel me? And then there was one attempt when he had Black Youngster follow Young Dolph. You feel me? When he had Black Youngster follow Young Dolph, they shot up the truck instantly, 100 rounds. You feel me? But didn't hit nothing because they didn't know it was a bulletproof truck.
Right. Right. Do you think that him going to the cookie shop was something that he was thought would to be a safe, a safe visit?
I feel that he trusted the wrong people. If he would have just basically like not really went in and trusted them the way that he did, he could have gave them a little bit of trust and then kept it strictly business because he owned Makedas.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that Flipper was the one that got the two Makedas. You feel me? He got
Right.
one downtown and he got one right there on Airways.
Right. It was said that he owns multiple, upwards of hundreds of properties, right? Residential and business. Do you think that all of those properties are going to be divided up or sold, or how do you think that the deeds will?
It's rumors going around in the hood that Mia J, she took 50 of the properties and sold it so that she can be able to get the estate. She wanted the estate so that she could take care of, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like everybody that's in her circle, because she's still part owner of PRE.
Right, right. Now, his properties, though, if he had the life insurance policy through the record company, would they be getting any of that?
No, I feel that the record company don't get none of that. I feel that the record company literally like they give it to the family.
The family.
Yeah. Next.
Do you think that what happened just recently in California's PNG could have?
Young Dolph. All Young Dolph.
Okay.
Straight Young Dolph.
Okay. Do you think that the people out back that worked for the bake shop were all in on this as well? Do you think any of them had any idea that what was going to happen?
Yeah, because I feel that a lot of people knew what was going to happen because there was a lot of people who had their hand in, and then 007 said she saw two cars, and then Kiosha said she saw the white car, which was the Mustang, and she saw the Mercedes, and she saw the the black Bentley trucks sitting across the street. But they said that wasn't even Moneybagg yo girl car. They said that was somebody else's car who was there, like who came with Dolph. You feel me?
So, do they know how long that car was there?
I really feel that they think that car was there, like from what everybody's saying, man, about 2 hours before.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna share a lot of the footage from? I know at the airport when he, by chance, was on the same flight as.
Big Moochie Great?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they gonna really like retrieve the footage from the airport because you have to understand the way that the cameras is in the wall, they point down, so when you walk in, it's gonna catch you, and then they got facial recognition going on to where they know if something happened in the hood, they can basically like added up to what's on the facial recognition. They got that going on now.
Yeah. Do you think that, like, when the ticket was sold, or, you know, that might come into play because, you know, was it last minute or was it planned out ahead?
To be honest with you, Big Moochie Grape, he was on one flight with Dolph, and then he got off that flight, went to the other flight because he told Dolph he was going back to Memphis, but he really was on the other private jet following Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
now did they have the music shoot on Monday or two?
They didn't. To be honest with you, from what Key Glock told me, and then his cousin was there. He was the main one who said that they never had no video shoot. They never even. He said the only thing they did was a turkey drive, and they was supposed to do that with Dolph.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that him helping the community ended up, you know, backfiring in this way?
Yeah, I really feel that it backfired because the people around them, they realized they was working with the ops.
Mm-hmm.
They was working with the other people who realized didn't want Dolph to really like get to that next level, because Dolph, he was gonna bab the whole Memphis, and Yo Gotti didn't like that because Yo Gotti wanted to bab at least half of Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So I really feel that everybody that played a role in this, like Family Dollar's right on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody from Family Dollar spoke out, only the people like 007 who was there to see everything went on. And then as you can see, 007, she walked from the side, she ducked, but then she let her head back up. When she let her head back up, they saw her. Once they saw her, she instantly went up got up out the car and went up in the store because she didn't want them to run up on the car. So they said that the way that they caught him, they caught this man at Roof Chris the night before. They told Dolph,
yep,
man, you know Big Moochie Grape following you. Then next thing you know, Dolph looking like, man, no wonder why Big Moochie Grape ain't been answering his phone.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes to show, like, it's something like that we all can really pay attention to and really look at and take heed to, because it's a big situation going on, and we know for a fact that it's people sitting back looking at this like, why would they even cross Dolph like that? You feel me? Why would they even tell like his location of
right.
being there? They wanted to inform him that his artist was after him while he was at Roof Chris. So that's why he was looking over his shoulder
mm-hmm.
like this. And then he turned his head this way, and then he was getting in the car like this. The reason he did that is because he saw that car ride past while he was at Marathon.
Yep, yep. Do you think that Yo Gotti saw young Dolph as not necessarily a threat, but a threat in the game coming up, and maybe that's one of the reasons why they sent him up? Yeah,
I really feel that everybody who played a role in it's people watching every time you step out the house.
Yeah.
People watching wherever you go. So it's like Gotti had his hands in a lot of people's pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? To where he can just get him a couple thousand there. You feel me? They said Straight Drop was only paid $7,000.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. And when you really pay attention to it, it's something that we all can really look at and take notes on, because don't nobody want that happening like that. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So who's to say that they wrong for what they did? No, some people feel that they not wrong, but it's R&B flipper,
mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really pay attention to it, you really pay attention.
Follow us on Instagram